What's up? How are you guys? Happy Saturday. It's so great to see everybody. I am Tony Jacobsen. That's with an S-E-N, as you can see on the screen right here. And today I'm going to talk to you about, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you shouldn't be afraid to eat better. Because I've been finding that a lot of people have been hitting me up, right, with questions and concerns. And one of their big concerns is that they're afraid to start eating better. So it got me thinking about, what are some ways that you can eliminate that and get rid of being afraid of eating better, right? Because that's a big deal. You don't want to be afraid of eating better. A lot of people, they talk to me, the first thing I tell them is, what are you eating, right? When they talk about getting healthier, they hit me up, they say, hey, Tony, look, I want to get healthier. What do I need to do? And the first thing I tell them is I say, hey, look, you have to eat better. And this is a big thing for them. A lot of people don't want to eat better. I'm just bringing up the chat, guys. So if you want to chat with me, go for it. I've got my live chat open, so I'll be able to see your comments and or questions. And I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Let me just get that out of the way and welcome you. And please share this video right now if you can while we're live so that we can get more viewers. I would appreciate it. If not, if you're watching the replay and this is the first time you're tuning in, I really appreciate you guys watching. And I hope that this information is good for you and valuable for you and you get something from it. So, all right, let's get to it. So anyway, I got to stop saying so anyway. Okay, eating better. Getting healthy starts with eating better. I usually tell people this. This is the first place that I look and I talk to them and I say, look, you have to eat better. And a lot of people want to argue with me, right? They not argue. They want to get defensive and they want to say, well, I eat okay, or yeah, I don't like the taste of healthy food, or there's a lot of different excuses and reasons, right? And like they say, you can either have excuses or you can have results. So I'm hoping to help you eliminate the excuses and eliminate the reasons so that you can start eating better today and feel good about it and not be afraid of eating better. I want to start just by saying that a lot of disabilities, a lot of issues that happen with our bodies, right? They can be helped with good nutrition, and they can be sometimes prevented by eating better. There are some issues that happen within our bodies that can actually be prevented by eating better. So you can stop a disability from coming on or stop an issue from coming on. Now, this is super important because when I think about it, the number one issue, disability or condition that people have that can be avoided is diabetes. Okay. Now, it's crazy. Diabetes is crazy. There's so many people in this country and in this world that have it, especially in America. And this is preventable. Diabetes is preventable simply by changing what you eat, by changing and eating better. That can be prevented. And even as you start to go into the realm of being diabetic, and the doctor says, oh, you're borderline diabetic or you're going to have diabetes, you can actually stop it by eating better. I mean, doesn't that sound like awesome? If you've been told this by your doctor, know that you can start to eat better and you can prevent becoming diabetic. That's number one, and that's awesome. Now, for me personally, I actually prevented getting GERD, right? Which is gastroesophageal reflux disorder. I think that's the official name. But you'll have to excuse me. I'll have to look that up and verify it. But all I know is that when I was at my worst, when I was super overweight, when I was super weak and just unhealthy and just eating whatever I wanted, I went to the doctor and I was telling him about some stomach issues, and he's like, oh, it looks like you have GERD, right? Looks like you're right on the borderline of GERD. And I was like, oh my God, you're kidding me. And because I changed the way I eat and because I started to exercise, I actually prevented that from happening to me. So it's not a diagnosis that I have. I didn't let it become a diagnosis. I stopped it before it even got there. So I was able to eat better and I didn't get it. Okay, so that's super important to know that you can prevent some things by just eating better. So I want you to think about eating better, and I want you to be confident with eating better, and I want you to know that you can eat better and you don't have to be afraid of it. Now, here's some things that people talk about that they say they're afraid of when they start to eat better. Well, they don't necessarily say they're afraid of it, but the things that I'm going to mention here come from fear. So the first is, they say, the number one thing that people say is that, let's see, how do I want to organize it? So sorry, guys. Like I just wrote these, I just wrote these notes like this morning, like an hour ago, because I thought about it and I'm like, okay, let me just put this out for today's video. Okay, so here's the first reason why you don't have to be afraid. Let's just do it this way. The first reason why you don't have to be afraid to eat better is, even though you may feel, and you will actually have this, you'll taste healthier food and it will taste weird to you, right? And you're going to say you don't like the taste of it. The actual fact is, your body and your taste buds will get adjusted to the new flavors. Okay, that's the number one reason you don't have to be afraid, because your body and your taste buds will adjust to the new flavor of healthier foods. Okay, now that's how they get you with these junky and sweet and fatty foods. They taste good, right? Our bodies get accustomed to the awesome taste of it. And then what happens? We gain weight, and everything else starts to go downhill from there, right? So just know that as you start to eat healthier food, your taste buds will get adjusted and you'll start to appreciate the taste of healthier foods, like sweets. Like if you're eating processed sugars all the time, what happens is your body gets adjusted to that. When you start to get off of processed sugars and you start to eat healthier, sweet foods, like say apples, for example, you'll start to see that apples will end up tasting sweet to you as your body adjusts. So then apples become a treat. Imagine that, right? A fruit that's good for you becomes a treat. Still has sugar in it, but it's natural sugar and it's good for you and it's okay to have that, and your body adjusts and you say, oh, this is sweet, I like it. So that's number one reason. Your body will adjust to the taste of healthier food. Okay. Now, the second reason why you shouldn't be afraid to eat better is because you have to understand that your mind, right? Your mind has to get used to, and will get used to, how you feel in a positive, healthier state of being. Now, this is pretty deep, right? I'm reading it back right now. I'm like, okay, wow, this is a pretty deep thought that I'm having here. Okay, so basically what happens is we get comfortable being uncomfortable. We have a false positive state of being when we're unhealthy. We're overweight, we don't feel good, we're always sick. And then what happens is our body becomes adjusted to that, and then we think that that is feeling good, that and then what happens is we have to have like junkier food to keep feeling good. And then this leads to food addiction, which is a whole nother video that I got to talk about. But what happens is our bodies adjust to it, and then we're in this false positive state of feeling good. And what happens is, and this is the second reason why it's okay to start eating healthier and you shouldn't be afraid of it, is your body will get adjusted to really feeling, and your mind gets adjusted to your body truly being in a healthier state. Okay, like in a real positive way. So as you start to get healthier, what happens is your mind adjusts, because there's a period of time as you start to eat healthier, you start to exercise, and you feel crazy, right? Your mind can't get used to it initially. So what happens is, as you do it more and more, things become habit, and then your mind starts to get adjusted to it, and then all of a sudden your mind gets adjusted to, oh, feeling good and feeling healthy is a good thing, and it's a positive thing, and that's where I want to be. And then your mind gets adjusted to it, right? And to the healthier foods and everything. So it starts to come together for you. So that's the second reason, is you have to give your mind some time to get used to it and get adjusted to it. It's just like when you're working out, you got to make a mind muscle connection. Same thing with just your overall health. You have to make a mind connection to your body and let it adjust to it and know, oh, wait a minute, this is how I'm supposed to feel. And this is a true positive for me in my life. Okay, so that's reason number 2. And then reason number 3, why you don't have to be afraid to eat better, is because you will come to a point where you can go back and dip your toe into the pool of stuff that you used to eat, but you'll do it in a more controlled manner. Okay? And this was huge. Like for me, my big one was cheese. Okay? I love cheese. Cheese is like I grew up on macaroni and cheese. That's one of my favorite foods ever, right? So there, and then it just went all downhill from there, from macaroni and cheese. Like I just love cheese, any kind of cheese. And what I had to do when I started to work out and eat better is I had to literally cut cheese out. I had to cut the cheese out of my diet, out of my eating plan. And so I did. And it was crazy difficult and it was crazy hard for my mind to get adjusted to that. But I did it and I got healthier and my cholesterol went down, my blood pressure went down. I started feeling better. I was losing weight. I was losing fat. It was awesome, right? And then once I got kind of over the hump and throughout time, there came a time where I was able to eat cheese again. But again, it was in a controlled manner where I was like, okay, I can actually eat cheese and I'm going to be okay. And I'm not going to go crazy over the cheese, right? I can control the amount of cheese that I eat and I can eat it in a healthy way. Because cheese is really healthy for you, but you just have to eat it in the appropriate way. So that's the third reason why you shouldn't be afraid to eat better, because the things that you're afraid of giving up, you will actually be able to go back to once you get your mind and body straight. And then you can go back and you can dip your toe back into that pool and you can be in more control. So those are the 3 reasons, guys. Number 1 is your body and your taste buds will adjust to the flavors of healthy foods. Number 2, your mind will start to get adjusted to what it feels like to really be in a true positive state of healthy being, right? And what really feels good up in your mind. And then number 3 is you will learn how to go back to these crazy foods that you're afraid to give up right now, but in a more controlled way so that you can enjoy it in life and still maintain a healthy lifestyle. So those are the 3 reasons why you shouldn't be afraid to eat better. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm gonna see if I can put this back up for you guys. Right. That's my name, Tony Jacobsen. I am Tony Jacobsen. My book is Disable Your Disability. I hope you guys will give it a shot. You can click the link that's in the video description below and buy a copy of that. I have a whole section in here about eating better and how to do it, and I give you some great tips on how to do it. So get a copy of the book and you can check it out. Also, subscribe to my channel. You'll see that little button happening right there. And here's another video that you can check out that I did. And you know what? I'm going to put another little video up here that you can check out. I've been doing live videos every day for the month of May. I'm so excited. And coming up in June, there's going to be a lot more video content. So please subscribe, turn on the notifications. That's the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you guys will know when I go live and when I upload a new video. I do appreciate you guys coming out and watching today. Please share this video. Give me the thumbs up, all that great stuff. And I will see you tomorrow. That's right. I got a few more days of May left, so I'm going live every single day. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.